Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing another What's for Dinner. I do these, I know it seemed like they're obvious and simple things, but there are probably a lot of young people out there who don't cook. They just don't know how to cook, or they just don't want to cook. And it can be so simple and so inexpensive, and just to show you what I have for dinner sometimes. Tonight we're going to go with spaghetti. Now this is the easiest thing in the world, folks. We have Prego traditional spaghetti sauce in a jar. I think that was like $1.89. We have Giorgio mushrooms here. I get these at Sam's. They come in a great big case of 12 or 24 of them, and they're not very expensive. I can't remember the exact price of those. And then we have Mueller's spaghetti, and that comes in different varieties of spaghetti you can get. You can get the regular spaghetti, or you can get the whole wheat spaghetti. And the Prego sauce, this is just traditional marinara, I guess you call it, sauce. I just use it because I add things to it. Excuse me. You can get it meat sauce, and I think it's just flavored though. The meat sauce, it doesn't really have meat in it, I don't think. Or you can get it with mushrooms already in it, green peppers, onions, vegetables, all kinds of different ways. And if you're vegetarian, you don't have to add meat. You just get the regular traditional sauce, and it's vegetarian, I believe. To this, I cooked up a couple of hamburger patties out of when I get hamburger at the store, I always make it up into patties and freeze it. Let me see here. I'll go to my freezer and see if I can find one for you and show you about the size. There you go. I don't knock everything out. So here you go. Here's some hamburger patties I've just frozen up. Put them in the freezer. Put them in a baggie, a freezer bag. Always put your meat in a freezer bag after you've put aluminum foil around it. It helps keep it from getting freezer burn. So I cooked those two patties up, and that was enough for this jar of sauce. If you don't like a whole lot of meat, I would rather have more sauce than meat myself. So I let this cook for a little while, maybe about a half an hour, to let it kind of meld all the flavors together. And then I'll cook my spaghetti noodles. And to this I'll have a green salad. Also, I bought these rolls at Publix, and they're really good. You just put a little piece of butter on each roll, sprinkle garlic powder on it, and you have garlic bread. So here you go. Once again, we have an inexpensive meal, easy as heck to fix. So maybe $1, $3 here, maybe $3.50, $4. And if you add your salad and your rolls, maybe under $5, maybe $5, $6 maybe. And you can feed, this jar says 5 servings. So you can feed, well, in my house, spaghetti is like, great big gigantic plate full. But, you can feed at least 4 or 5 people, maybe 4 or 5 kids. Or maybe 3 if you eat a lot of spaghetti. So I hope you enjoy my videos on What's for Dinner. Like I said, I try to make things that are inexpensive, easy to make. And so here's our tonight's spaghetti dinner. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe. Thank you. Okay, our noodles are done the way I know that. I can't talk today again. I take a fork and just press it on the noodles, and if it goes through real easy and breaks, they are done. So that's a tip for knowing how your noodles are cooked. You can do that when they're in the pan too. Just take your fork and put it in there and test them. So we have our noodles. We have our sauce. We now have spaghetti. Okay, here is our final meal. And we have our salad. I like the cucumber ranch dressing. You can use Italian dressing, of course. We have our garlic bread, and of course we have our spaghetti. This would be probably a lot more if you ate it out at a restaurant like Olive Garden. We've made it here at home for under $10 for several people. There, I think if you buy just the spaghetti plate is $10. So here's a homemade meal. It's cheap, it's easy, it's good. We have our Parmesan cheese. I've got a Coke Zero here because that's the type of soda I drink. So under $10, we've got a meal for several people. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bon appetit!